What's going on, guys? I'm here in a city called Orem here in Utah. I actually was just picking up a Funko Pop collection, and I might show you that here in a little bit. But while I'm here, folks, you know I'm going to go out on a Funko Pop hunt. They actually have a good variety of stores, including like Second Charles and also another version of the Nerd Store. So come along with me on this journey, this hunt, if you will. And without any further ado, let's get it started. Here we go.
Here we go!
So I suppose before I head into my first store, guys, I can give you a little bit of a sneak preview of what's in this collection right here. I mean, maybe this is what I'm going to show you for right now, guys, but I've got, an original Ghost Rider. Nothing, too shabby. You got a Grunt from Mass Effect. You got Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. I mean, okay, good stuff. Five Nights at Freddy's. That's all I'm going to show for you now. I mean, I might show more when I get back home, but give you a little bit of a teaser. But for now, guys, let's go into our first store, which is going to be Barnes & Noble. I know this is actually a store that's in my area, but I don't visit this location very often, so maybe, we get lucky and find something good. So let's head on in. I'll be honest, guys, I don't know where any of their Funko Pops would be. I think it would be in this section maybe somewhere, but I'm not finding them so far. First thing that I actually did find, guys, is the Harry Potter movie poster from the Sorcerer's Stone. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen that in person. That's actually pretty cool when you got Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Not bad. Good start, I guess. So I actually finally made it to their Funko section, guys. It was by all the different collectibles and puzzles, which definitely makes sense. But looking around, kind of to see if I can find something new or maybe something that has a potential chase, like this grabber right here, which has a potential chase as well. I'm not really seeing anything, but we'll keep looking around. I think it's cool that they get Entertainment Earth exclusives at box launch. So you got Homer and the Hedges right there. You also have this Spider-Man 2099, which the box is looking pretty rough. So it's not just my location. It's definitely this one as well, where the pops are in bad shape. But looking around, kind of trying to see what other things I can find. I didn't even know that they made Universal Monster pop pins, so that is pretty cool to see right there, guys. And then they had a little Disney section and another section over here, but nothing too crazy, but it's fun to go to another Barnes & Noble. So Barnes & Noble was a bust, guys, but we're going to go into Second and Charles right here. Haven't been here in a really long time, and since I was out in the area, I figured this would be a good time to go, so let's go check it out. They've got some good stuff in here. So one thing that I do remember, guys, about the store last time that I was here, they actually have a really good selection of stuff, but their prices are pretty darn high. Like, we're starting off in the anime section right here. I know Sailor Moon definitely does have some value, but okay, actually that's probably pretty spot on of what that would be. But if we're looking at maybe something like this, the Goku driving exam, $24.95. So I don't know, that might be a little high, but I'd be curious to see if maybe we can find some new stuff, maybe find some chases, and I would imagine that those wouldn't be more expensive, but I guess we'll see. So I slid over here, guys, to this other part of this anime section, and I found some Pop Asia Pops that I really don't know much about. We got Epsilon, Blondo, North number 2, another Blondo, and we also have Pluto. So those are fun. Don't really know much about them, but Pop Asia is something that I don't see often. Ooh, now this is a section that I like to look through, guys. With out-of-box pops, I do notice a Batman. They're charging $10.95 for an out-of-box pop. I bet we could find a better deal somewhere. Oh, this is an interesting one. They want $60 for this, and it's out of box. I know this is a Pop Asia one. You guys will have to let me know which one this is specifically, but still a cool one, I guess. And after doing a little bit of digging, guys, I think my favorite thing that I found, guys, was Hiro Hamada from Big Hero 6 right here, but they want $17.95, and I'm not willing to pay that, especially for an out of box. I think I have that one in box, but you never know what you can find in here. It's definitely worth a little digging. Homer, what the heck are you doing in the anime section, bro? You're in the wrong section. Let's go return you to your rightful place. Okay, this is actually looking like where he belongs. Let's just put him right there. There you go, Homer.
Thank you!
But with that being said, now, guys, we are in their normal section right here. I got a lot to look through, so I'll just kind of highlight the more, rarer stuff I find. All right, I'm starting off right up front right here, guys, and I noticed that they got a chase. I know it's probably not the craziest one from Birds of Prey. We got Roman Sionis. How much do they want? Oh, they actually want $20 for the chase. I thought it was, just a regular, one that they would sell for retail, but looks like this was a trade-in one. Never mind. I'm kind of curious. I know that these are a couple of older wrestling pops. How much do they have Mick Foley for? Oh, $69. Okay. Yeah, that is a little high. I know it did go up at one point, but I don't know if it's at 69 still. How much is Jake the Snake Roberts? 59. Okay, very, very interesting. All right, I found a little Marvel section right here, guys, by some of their Marvel comics right here. And I did find actually something cool. And it's this guy right here. We have the Silver Surfer. I think this is probably a good one to be on the lookout for since they announced the new Fantastic Four that's coming to the MCU. Looks like they want 18. Actually, that's probably not a bad deal. I'll have to double check on prices, maybe on eBay, but I think that might be a grab for me. So a couple other really cool things that I found, guys. We got the Huckleberry Hound. What else? We got a Swamp Fire in here from Ben 10. That's pretty cool. I remember last time I was here, guys, I actually picked up a Mater. Oh, Mater has definitely seen better days, guys. $30. I wonder if we can find another Mater in a better condition. I don't know. That's kind of sad. Cool to see the Pac-Man Blue Ghost. You don't see those very often. I love that line of pops. The Pac-Man pops are sweet. I mean, like, it's all just like really random stuff, guys, that's all mixed together. They really aren't separated super well from what I can tell. I know that there's a new Borderland movie coming out. This might be a decent one. $16. Okay, that's probably not bad. Oh, this is pretty cool, guys. They have some Call of Duty ones. You got Brutus right here for $21.95. And I think I see another one back there. Yeah, Master Sergeant Frank Woods. They're wanting $30 for that one. I know some of the Call of Duty pops definitely have some good value. Not ones that I am looking for today, but hey, if you have a Second Charles near you, I would assume that they probably have Call of Duty pops as well. Coming around to this other side, guys, a couple of other really cool pops that I've found in here. We have Tyrese from The Walking Dead, an older Walking Dead pop. What is that? Edition 5. So this is probably wave 5 of The Walking Dead ones. A couple of other Call of Duty. We got Juggernaut in there, which is pretty sweet. We have the Captain John Price. Punisher Thunderbolts is a cool Walgreens exclusive. I miss the really cool, like, original Marvel Walgreens exclusives. You can see a couple on the back right there. Came across one of the Beast figures, guys, from X-Men. Those are pretty sweet. How much they want? $35 for Beast. Okay, probably not bad. Dang, check out all the ones that are on the back right there. Those are some old ones. What else we got in here, guys? You got Pocahontas, which is always fun. Ooh, a Green Goblin as well. How much they want for Green Goblin? $36.95. Okay. Ooh, Odin, another fun, you know, somewhat more original Marvel pop. But folks, I'm seeing most of the same, you know, similar stuff that I saw last time that I was here, but I'll keep looking and see if there's anything else I want to show you. So I think the last section that I'm going to check out right here, guys, is this back wall that looks like a little bit of Disney, a little bit of Star Wars, but I mean, they do have some older Disney pops. You got like Mrs. Potts and Chip. Cogsworth is cool. Got some Zootopia in here with Nick Wilde. I haven't seen the Zootopia pops in a while. Dang, I wish he was a little bit cheaper, or I might pick him up, but $35 on him. We also have Reuben with the grilled cheese sandwich. Okay, not bad. That's a cool exclusive. And then we found Mater previously. We found a couple other Cars pops here. You got Doc Hudson. Actually, $16.95 is probably not bad for Doc. What do we got Ramon at right here? $20? Okay, that doesn't seem like actually a bad price. And then I found their quote-unquote grail case over here, guys, where they keep the pretty much more expensive pops, but nothing had really changed from when the last time I was here. But you got some Spider-Man, Daredevil, some Bleach, maybe some Power Rangers, but cool stuff. Okay, so I did actually buy a couple of different pops from Second and Charles. While I was checking out, I was talking to one of the employees, and he was saying, he's like, yeah, on pops, it's a little bit weird how they price things. They look at like pop price guide, but then they do like 20% more. So actually that makes a lot of sense why I did see some higher price things on some different items. But now, folks, I'm going to be heading to another location that has a bunch of really cool stores. The University Place Mall. They've got a bunch of different stores in here. Excited to show them to you, so let's head on in. Okay, first stop, and probably the best store here, guys, for Funko Pops is going to be the Nerd Store. They have a great selection of stuff, so I'm excited to see what grails they got. Right at the front of the store, they had one of their grail cases, guys. You can see a Miles Morales right there, which is cool. A Russell from Up. You got the Taxi Driver, Steph Curry. I mean, what else we got in there? Kill Bill, Bam Bam from the Flintstones. I mean, lots of pretty solid stuff. They actually have another grail case that we'll get to here in a little bit, but I figured I'd show you this one because it was at the front of the store. Moving around, guys, kind of to see some of the other stuff. They had some mid-level stuff as well. They had this Macho Man Randy Savage, which is a pretty old one too. And I don't know, it's just cool to see some of those older WWE pops with that like orange box right there. And then they had some other ones, you know, the red box ones, they were a little bit older, so those are pretty cool to see as well. And then guys, I found some Star Wars Rebels pops. So we have Hera right here, which is pretty awesome. I don't know about you guys, I'm not a big Star Wars guy, but the Rebels pops I think are the most fun out of all the different ones that I've seen. Then we also have Zeb, so pretty cool to come across some Rebels. This one's Ben Kenobi from a Star Wars collector box right here, and that's a fun one too. A little bit of an older one, guys. We got a Wicket as well. And then looking around some of the other stuff that I found, guys, an original Elliot from the original ET line. You can see a couple of the different ones on the back right there. But looking around some of the other ones, Shaun of the Dead is cool. Those are the blood splattered exclusives. Also had a Bride of Frankenstein. This is the Hot Topic glow in the dark exclusive, which that's a fun one too. Those Universal Monsters, guys, I always want to start collecting that line, and then I remember how expensive they are. But other pops that I found, Power Line, definitely love that movie, the Goofy movie. A couple of different games pops right here, guys. The Assassin's Creed ones are really sweet. We have Edward. I believe that this one was from Black Flag, if I'm not mistaken. I think those would be some cool ones to collect, and also some Five Nights at Freddy's, which those are definitely hard to come by, guys. I don't see Five Nights at Freddy's very often. So you got Foxy the Pirate right here. And then looking around, guys, they had a Marvel DC section. Cyclops is pretty cool. I know that X-Men 97 just came back out on Disney Plus, and I've heard it's pretty good, so maybe I'll have to watch it here pretty soon. Original Batgirl. I'm surprised that it's that cheap, guys. You can see some of the other ones that are on the back right there that definitely are a lot more expensive, but here is their second Grail case if you guys want to take a peek. LeBron James, you got a Catwoman in there, Captain America, Matt Murdock, some Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, some more Kill Bill, some NFTs, more Daredevil, Jay Silent Bob. I mean, some pretty solid stuff. All right, next up is going to be Hot Topic. We'll see if they got anything good. Hot Topic was pretty typical, guys. A couple of new things that I actually haven't seen in store yet. Like this right here, they had the Panic at the Disco album, Brendan Urie right there. Actually, this is a pretty nostalgic album for me. I remember listening to this one, you know, back in elementary school or junior high. And then they also had some One Piece pops, guys. I was thinking that they'd have some other ones on the back that I could show you, but I didn't see any. But I know that this is a part of the new One Piece line that a lot of people have been really excited about. So it's cool to see that Carrot pop. But other than that, guys, they didn't really have a ton at Hot Topic other than those couple things that I showed you. They did have the Spider-Man comic cover, have this one in my collection, so whenever I see it, I gotta show it off. But overall, this Hot Topic was pretty similar to the ones that are in my area. All right, folks, the next two stops are going to be GameStop and also Box Lunch over there. And I can't remember if there's any other stores in here. There might be an FYE. I'll have to kind of walk around and see. But yeah, GameStop and Box Lunch are up next. Starting off at Box Lunch, guys, this is a new exclusive, Sirius Black with Wormtail. And there was only one of them. So I'm assuming that this is a pretty popular exclusive if there's only one of them left. I haven't been to my personal store to see if it's in stock over there. I would assume it is. But looking at some of the other stuff that they have, guys, I do notice that Snap, Crackle, and Pop 3-pack down there. We'll take a look at that here in a second. Dr. Eggman. This is kind of a fun one, guys. I would love to collect this, but the box is massive, and I already have Snap, Crackle, and Pop in the 3-pack, so I don't think this one is very much necessary to pick up. Slid on over to GameStop, guys. Check in to see if they have the new Sonic 2-pack, but I didn't see it there. They had a couple of different One Piece pops, as you can see right here, which is pretty sweet for all you One Piece fans. I did find this Tail Soda, though. I actually ended up doing a trade to find the chase because I bought, I think, like 4 or 5 of these and didn't score a chase. So I had to do a trade, but that was it at GameStop. All right, guys, I think the last stop of the video and the last stop of this mall is going to be FYE. I know FYE has been getting out of the Funko game a little bit, so I'm not quite sure what their selection is going to be like, but let's head on in. And then at FYE, guys, they had a lot of stuff on clearance, like my suspicion. They are getting out of the Funko game, and they only get certain exclusives, I think, now if they do get new inventory in. But I was more interested in the U2s, guys. I don't see U2s in stores very often, and that's some that I've been wanting to collect. You got Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob, some of the new Spider-Man ones, which are pretty cool. There's Miles Morales right there. They also have the comic cover one. I think this is Spider-Man #1. And in U2's form, it actually looks pretty cool, but for $39.99, that seems pretty expensive. I don't know. U2s are a little bit pricey for me, so I think if I start collecting more of them, I'll have to be pretty selective, or maybe try and find some better deals on eBay or something. But that was pretty much it at FYE. All right, folks, I am back at home, and one thing that I wanted to show you before diving into this whole collection is part of this collection, well, the boxes had some pretty bad water damage. Okay, I got everything sorted out, guys. I'm back down in my office, and we'll start over here since this was the last thing that you guys kind of saw. So these were the pops that had all that different like water damage on the boxes and everything. The inserts are still good. The figures are still good. I ended up putting them in pop protectors. So I don't know. I think I'll still sell them, but they definitely look better that way. And heck, if somebody wants a good deal and wants to display their pops this way, you know, you have that option. But in case you guys are wondering, out of everything that, you know, I removed the boxes from, we have a Predator and Alien, and I believe those to be the original ones. We have a glow-in-the-dark exclusive, I think it's a Hot Topic exclusive Frankenstein. We got the two guys from Duck Dynasty right here, guys, Willie, and I am totally blanking on his name right now. I wanted to say Uncle Si, but I know that that's not Uncle Si. You have the Invisible Frodo, you got an Evil Minion, original E.T. down here, guys. We have the Prison Yard Rick, Herschel Green, and also this original Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon. And then if we move back over here, guys, I do have a bunch of different like Frozen stuff. So this was a Walmart 3-pack that all came together, but the box was absolutely hammered. So these are definitely going to be out of box together, and this Frozen Anna as well. Got a Wacky Wobbler of Rocket Raccoon, which is fun, Conor McGregor, and I can't remember what her name is. I think it's Usol or Usal from Dark Crystal. But anyways, guys, if we're looking at some of the pops that are laying down right here, we have some Wizard of Oz stuff. This was definitely a part of that water damage, as you can see with that box right there. I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep the box or not for this one, but I'm assuming that somebody would still be interested in this Dorothy because it is one of the original ones. Wing Monkey definitely has a little bit of better condition, but that's an original Wizard of Oz pop. And then I've also got this Colossal Titan from Attack on Titan. Box is pretty good on this one too. And this one's actually a pretty decent pop. Over here, guys, I put some DC stuff all together, so if you guys want to take a look at some of that, you got Batman, Harley Quinn, we have the Earth 2 Batman. This one's Once Upon a Time. That's not really DC related, but anyways, guys, Black Lantern, Reverse Flash, the Arrow, the Joker from Dark Knight Rises, and this is Game of Thrones, but Night King. And then down on this bottom row, guys, is a bunch of different Marvel, so all the original Guardians of the Galaxy, Gamora, Rocket, a couple different Groots, also got Agent Coulson, a Thanos from Avengers, I think that is Infinity War. We have the Hot Topic exclusive Deadpool. I think this one is from like 2013 or 2014. It's an old one. But you got Groot, two different versions of Loki right here. Original Drax, original Star-Lord, which is awesome. Howard the Duck, you don't really see that pop very often either. A couple of different pops from Magic the Gathering. I totally forgot that they even made pops of this line right here, guys. But I don't think there's really any that have any crazy value, but definitely some older ones you don't see often. Mr. Big from Zootopia. Diablo's a pretty solid one. A bunch of different Five Nights at Freddy's pops, as you can see right here, guys. You got like Freddy, Foxy the Pirate, Chica, Bonnie, Nightmare Freddy, and also Springtrap. This one might be one of my favorite ones out of the whole lot, guys. We have the original Ghost Rider. Ooh, that is an older pop right there for sure. Definitely a great one. Mass Effect's always some good pops as well with Miranda and Grunt. And then I have a little handful of Walking Dead right here, guys, with, you know, the Well Walker, Daryl Dixon Walmart exclusive. You got Glenn with the riot gear on, and also the Bloody Carol. And then up here, guys, we have Bane and also The Rock, both really solid pops, especially that Bane. That's an older one for sure. But if you guys are wondering as far as when are these going to be available, I'm going to have these actually available at an event first, which is local here in Utah called What's Poppin'. It's the first week of April. So if you're local in the state of Utah and want any of these from me, I'll have those there first, but afterwards I'll have them over on Whatnot. Oh my goodness, I totally forgot about these guys. These were chilling on my desk, but I forgot to add these. We have General Zod and also Superman. These are some older ones too, I believe from 2013. So yeah, some other original DC pops. I can't believe I forgot these. All right, guys, and then as far as what I picked up from Second and Charles, I ended up getting the original Silver Surfer, which is a really cool one. Honestly, it pairs really well with the Ghost Rider that I picked up in that collection, guys, because it's a part of the same series. I didn't even realize that. But I think this might be a good one to pick up before all the Fantastic Four stuff starts, you know, building a lot more momentum with the MCU and everything. This was only, I think it was like 16 or 17 bucks, so it was pretty cheap. But I think out of all the different Silver Surfer pops, this is definitely my favorite. I mean, honestly, you know, it's got that original kind of chunky, you know, Funko mold on it, if you will. And I just think it looks pretty solid. I also ended up getting this one, guys, from Borderlands. This right here is Psycho, which is another pretty fun pop. Honestly, I think the Borderland pops are definitely really underrated, especially with that new movie that's coming out later this year, I believe. And this was really cheap too. I think this was only like 14, 15 bucks. So I figured this was a good pickup too. And then finally, I thought this one was a great deal as well, guys, for I think it was $16. I ended up getting an original Doc Hudson from Cars. This whole line of Cars Pops, guys, is really unique. It's got that sideways box. If you're curious to see some of the other Pops that are a part of that line, guys, you got Mater, Lightning McQueen, and even Ramon. And yeah, this is an older set of Pops for sure. This came out in 2015, guys, so that's going on about 9 years old, which is crazy. So this is definitely a great pickup as well. I love the Cars Pops. I think the only one that I'm missing is Lightning McQueen, so I'll have to be on the lookout for that one for sure. And just like that, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I definitely do appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below. Out of all the things that I picked up today, it was kind of a random video. We went to a bunch of different stores, picked up a collection. What was the favorite Pop that you saw out of everything? Also, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos like this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching again. You guys are awesome and the best. Like always, remember to be kind of one another. Always promote positivity. I will see you in the next video. Catch you guys later.